$3,400. That is what a Ram 1500 owner in Tennessee paid out of pocket for a transfer case replacement after his dealer declared his warranty void. The truck had 31,000 miles on it. The reason given was unapproved fluid used during owner maintenance. The fluid was Mobil 1 synthetic. It meets every specification Ram publishes. The dealer voided the warranty anyway, and it worked. This is not a story about one unlucky truck owner in Tennessee. The NHTSA complaint database has over 12,000 entries in the last 4 years where owners describe warranty denials tied to maintenance practices, aftermarket components, or dealer-required service visits that were never disclosed at the time of purchase. 12,000. Most of those owners did not fight back. Most of them paid, because nobody told them they did not have to. What you are about to hear are not edge cases. These are documented practices, active strategies used by dealer service departments to shift the cost of factory defects onto you. They are legal enough to execute, complicated enough to confuse, and profitable enough that they have been systematized across entire dealer networks. You need to know exactly how each one works before you walk into a service lane. Scam 1. The Magnuson-Moss Trap. The first scam is the Magnuson-Moss Trap. Passed in 1975, the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act is the federal law that governs written warranties on consumer products sold in the United States. Section 102 of that law explicitly prohibits manufacturers and dealers from voiding a warranty simply because the owner used an aftermarket part or non-dealer service. The Federal Trade Commission has published guidance on this since 1999. It is not ambiguous. It is not a loophole. It is the law. But dealers count on you not knowing that. The specific script used at the service counter goes like this. If they find an aftermarket air filter, a non-OEM oil filter, or a lift kit installed by an independent shop, the service writer will tell you that your powertrain warranty has been compromised. They will say it calmly and with certainty. They will not tell you about Magnuson-Moss. They will hand you a repair estimate instead. To void your warranty under federal law, the manufacturer must prove, with documentation, that the aftermarket part directly caused the failure you are claiming. A K&N air filter does not cause a transmission to fail. A leveling kit does not cause a fuel pump to fail. The causal link has to exist, and it has to be proven. Without that proof, the denial is not just unfair. It is illegal under 15 U.S.C. Section 2302. The FTC has sent warning letters to automakers over this exact practice. In 2018, the Commission sent notices to 6 vehicle manufacturers after finding promotional materials that implied consumers must use dealer services to maintain their warranty. Ford, Chrysler, GM, Hyundai, Kia, and Porsche all received those letters. The FTC called the language deceptive. The practice continued. They did not change the law. They changed the language on the service form. Scam 2. The Maintenance Schedule Enforcement Trap. The second scam is the Maintenance Schedule Enforcement Trap, and this one is more sophisticated. Every new truck sold in America comes with a factory maintenance schedule. That schedule specifies oil change intervals, fluid flush intervals, filter replacements, and inspection milestones. What it does not say, anywhere in the owner's manual, is that those services must be performed at a franchise dealer to maintain warranty coverage. But the extended warranty contracts sold at the F&I desk often do say exactly that. The finance and insurance office is where trucks get sold twice. The first time is at the negotiating table. The second time is in that small room with the wood-paneled walls and the laminated payment menus. Extended warranties, tire protection packages, and prepaid maintenance contracts are frequently written with service requirement language that creates dealer dependency as a condition of coverage. The specific mechanism is a clause that requires maintenance records demonstrating service at a certified facility. Independent shops can qualify as certified facilities under most factory warranty programs. But the extended warranty you paid $2,800 for at the dealer may define certified facility differently. And that definition may only include franchise dealerships in the manufacturer's network. Read the contract before you sign it. Count the pages. The clause that removes your flexibility is usually on page 7. This practice generated 847 formal BBB complaints against dealer F&I departments in 2022 alone, according to the Better Business Bureau's National Complaint Database. The pattern is consistent. Customer performs oil changes at an independent shop. Customer later files warranty claim. Dealer reviews maintenance records. Dealer denies claim citing failure to maintain vehicle at authorized facility. Customer pays. The repairs average $1,900 per incident in those BBB filings. They sold you the protection. They designed it to fail when you needed it. Scam 3, the inspection documentation trap. The third scam requires the most attention because it operates before you ever file a claim. It is the inspection documentation trap. And General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis all have versions of it active today. When you bring your truck in for any service visit, the dealer performs what they call a multi-point inspection. They scan your vehicle's onboard data module. Modern trucks, every full-size pickup sold after model year 2018, store fault codes, mileage logs, throttle position histories, tow load data, and in some cases, GPS coordinates in non-volatile memory that survives battery disconnection. The 2020 and later Ram, 1,500 stores up to 200 drive cycles of data accessible via the dealer's StarScan diagnostic system. The 2019 and later GM trucks running the L87 6.2-liter or L84 5.3-liter engines log torque output and oil pressure variance data that can be retrieved during any service visit using GM's Global Diagnostic System software. This data is being used to build a case against future claims before those claims exist. If your truck has ever been towed at or near maximum capacity, accelerated hard, or operated with engine parameters outside a narrow factory definition of normal use, that data is sitting in your module. When you file a warranty claim for a failed differential or a spun rod bearing, the dealer can pull that log and argue that driver behavior voided coverage under the abuse clause in your warranty contract. The abuse clause exists in every factory warranty. The specific language in Ford's 2022 New Vehicle Limited Warranty reads that coverage does not apply to damage resulting from abnormal use, racing, or overloading. Abnormal use is not defined with a torque limit or a tow rating in that document. It is defined by the data they collect from your truck at every visit. The documented case that illustrates this most clearly is a 2021 Colorado federal court ruling involving a class of F-150 owners and the 10-speed 10R80 transmission, which generated over 4,000 NHTSA complaints between 2018 and 2022 for hard shifts, shuttering, and sudden downshifts. Ford's defense and early claims included references to towing frequency data retrieved from owner vehicles. The court ultimately found for the plaintiffs, but the strategy was documented in discovery. Ford was using the truck's own data as the primary rebuttal to driver warranty claims on a transmission that had a documented factory defect. Think about what that means. The truck failed because Ford shipped a transmission with a known calibration problem. Ford collected data on how owners drove the truck. Ford used that data to deny warranty claims on a defect Ford created. That is not a warranty program. That is a liability transfer mechanism with a warranty label on it. What you do about it. Here is exactly what you do about all three of these. Keep a maintenance log. Every oil change, every fluid service, every filter, date, mileage, product used, where it was done. A notebook in the glove box is sufficient. That log is your evidence if a dealer tries to claim improper maintenance. The receipts from your independent shop and the product specifications from the back of your oil bottle are your legal defense under Magnuson-Moss. Before you sign any extended warranty contract in the F&I office, ask the finance manager to show you the exact language defining where services must be performed. If the contract says franchise dealer only, negotiate that clause out or decline the product. An extended warranty that locks you into dealer pricing for every oil change for 7 years is not protection. It is a recurring revenue commitment you made without knowing it. On the data question, know that you have the right to request any diagnostic data retrieved from your vehicle during a service visit. You own the truck. Under the right to repair principles supported by the FTC's 2021 report on repair restrictions, access to your own vehicle data is not a dealer privilege. Ask for a printout of any scan results performed during your visit. If a claim is ever denied on behavioral grounds, that data printout is discoverable evidence. The organizations fighting this at the legislative level are worth supporting. The Automotive Service Association and the Coalition for Auto Repair Equality have active campaigns in 29 states, pushing for expanded right-to-repair protections that would codify independent shop access to manufacturer diagnostic data. Massachusetts passed a right-to-repair law in 2020 that has been in active legal dispute with automakers since. Several states are now moving similar bills. Know the law you already have. Use the log, read the contract, request the data. They built the trap before you bought the truck. You just needed the blueprints. If you want to know which specific model years to avoid buying because of documented warranty dispute rates, and which trucks have the cleanest claim approval records according to Consumer Reports' annual owner surveys, that is the next video. Subscribe if you want information the service lane does not post on the wall. The knowledge is the only leverage you have left. You bought the warranty. Read what you actually own.